Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to talk about the biggest things you're missing with intermittent fasting. This is a conversation I have all the time with women because oftentimes they're following a pattern for intermittent fasting. They're trying it out, they're trying to do really good things, but really they're doing something that their body's not meant to do or go through or repeat over and over and over again. Which means it's exhausting to go through, you don't feel good while you're going through it, you have a hard time recovering from it, and then you're not seeing the right results. So I keep getting emails from women literally all over the world asking questions on intermittent fasting and intermittent fasting for women. Now, this is something that I actually have built into the 12-week program that I have built specifically for women. It is nutrition that matches your hormones, your cycle, and it goes through intermittent fasting for women specifically and tells you exactly when in your hormone cycle to do intermittent fasting so you are maximizing your fat burning potential. It's amazing. And I'll put a link below this video where you can schedule a call with me personally. So any questions that you have about intermittent fasting, any struggles that you've had, we can chat one-on-one about those issues and I can give you the right steps to get started in the right direction for you. My book, The Female Fat Solution, is on Amazon. You can get more information there as well. My podcast, The Female Health Solution, is on all places you can find podcasts. I do a lot of information there as well. My goal, though, is to really educate women on tips, tricks, ideas that you can take charge of your own health with. That these aren't things you have to wait on or whatever. These are things you can start implementing right away as long as you are ready for it. So when I talk about intermittent fasting for women, I'm going to talk about some specifics here. But first, the first thing that you've got to go through and do is you really need to make sure you prime your body. Your body has to be ready for the intermittent fast. So this is something that right out of the gate women go, oh my gosh, I want to try this. Oh my gosh, I want to do this. Let me start tomorrow. No. If you are exhausted, if your hormones are out of whack, if you have thyroid issues, if your body's going through a bunch of different stuff, your body's not ready to jump into an intermittent fast in any capacity, in any type, and really be successful with it. Oftentimes I take women through at least a couple of weeks of priming the body, getting it ready so that when you do intermittent fast, it works. And it's completely different. It's a different experience to go through, and it's a completely different results that you see from there on out. So that's the biggest thing to really, really understand is that for guys, they can jump in and do intermittent fasting and it's like, it's no big deal. It's honestly no big deal. But for women, your body has to be ready for it. So don't miss the priming part of it. The priming piece of it is built into the 12-week program that I have, and that is why when women go through it, they are so ridiculously successful with those tactics because your body is ready to step into the next phases to really push your metabolism forward. So when you are intermittent fasting, these are the big key things that women often miss. They are, one, you need to increase your water, and I'm sure you're thinking, oh, sure, of course I need to increase water, duh, right? But the thing about increasing water is that you actually get hydration from the food that you're eating. So if you're not eating regular meals, you're missing out on some of that hydration. So you need to increase your water on top of that, on top of what you would normally do. And especially because I tell women to do intermittent fasting at a specific point in their cycle, when your body needs more electrolytes, you need to make sure you're adding those electrolytes in at this point as well. If you're not adding electrolytes in to also your hydration, you're not able to fully upload hydration into your cells. What that means is that you're still gonna feel thirsty, feel exhausted, and even feel a little puffy or bloated. And you're like, oh, I'm still drinking water. Why do I feel so thirsty? I'm drinking so much water. You're drinking too much water. You need to get those electrolytes in for your cell health. Huge game changer. Huge game changer in terms of going through intermittent fasting. You also need to have snacks. Now these are snacks that are spaced out throughout the day. They are implemented in the right timing. They are tiny little snacks. They are not fibrous. Right? You do not want to kick off digestion in your system at all. So they're very specific snacks that you have tiny throughout the day. They level your blood sugars out, which is fantastic. They keep your energy up. They keep your body going. The reason women need snacks is because our bodies are designed to store fat. And it's so easy for us to get into that fat storing zone versus fat burning. Fat burning is something we want to get to. But if our system is depleted, we switch to fat storage really quick. So we have these little snacks built in. Again, helping your blood sugar, helping your body, but preventing it from storing that fat. Huge, huge difference in going through this. So again, for women, our body's function is completely different than men. I've had, I think, a lot of online arguments with people where they're like, if you're snacking, it's not a fast. It technically is, because you're not going through full digestion and you're not supplying full rounded nutrients throughout that day. You're just focused on tiny little things that break down easily and integrate into your bloodstream. Not really digestive wise. So there's a big difference there. And then the other thing that women miss a lot when they're intermittent fasting is changing up the pattern. And this is something I also take women through in the 12-week program. There's a lot of success in certain types of intermittent fasting. Now, a couple of the ones that people are familiar with are a 24-hour fast. You're going through like a full 24 hours of doing a fast, right? And again, it's a modified fast. It's a fast for women. Let's be clear on that. And then there's another one where it's a 16-8 schedule. So the 16 is the fasting window, 8 hours is the feed window. So you would do that for like a week or so, right? Or longer. There's women who are like, oh yeah, I'm doing intermittent fasting. I'm doing this 16-8 schedule. And it worked really well for about 2 or 3 weeks, and now it's not doing anything for me. So for the female body, you constantly have to change things up. Otherwise, your body acclimates and it says, oh, I see the game here. Yeah, we're going to slow the metabolism down. Even though you're doing this fasting thing, it's not going to work forever. So you have to change between on and off on these patterns. And you have to keep going through these cycles of it. That forces your metabolism to work harder for you. Otherwise, it's super easy to take a back seat. It's like the same thing as going to the gym, right? When you go to the gym, you do different exercises, you do different workouts, right? If you go to the gym and you get on the stair stepper every day, eventually you're not going to be as fit. Why? Because your body acclimates, right? If you get on the stair stepper for 20 minutes every day, your body will not be as in shape 3 months later as it was during the first 3 weeks. Because that first 3 weeks you were getting in shape. And then your body acclimates to it and says, whoa, 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 whoa. I know the game here. I'm going to down-regulate. I'm going to acclimate. I'm going to make it easy. And I'm not going to burn as many calories during this workout. I'm not going to, build more muscle tissue or anything like that. Great. I don't know why I'm making that weird voice. Like that's your body talking to you. Anyway, but that's what your body does, right? Everybody knows that. You never do the same workout day after day at the gym. It's the same thing with your eating patterns. Even if you're eating healthy, right? You're eating healthy, great. You're still eating the same patterns, the same nutrients, all that stuff day after day. It's not different. It's not making your metabolism work harder. And it's the same for intermittent fasting schedules. If you're not changing on and off between these schedules, you're missing out on the power of intermittent fasting. And again, this is specific for women. The male body does not do this as much. Why? Because the male body is not designed to store fat. So women constantly have to switch things up and do different patterns of intermittent fasting, again, to make sure that you are forcing your system to work harder for you. Biggest difference in the world, and women can constantly see and continue to see different results when you're going through different patterns of intermittent fasting. So this is something that I take women through in my 12-week program. I teach women how to do this. And that's the one thing that I love so much about doing this program with women. I have done this program with thousands of women all over the world. And it is really, really successful because I'm not just telling you, oh, eat this or eat that at this time. You learn these tactics. You learn what your body responds to and how. And then you'll know 6 months from now, a year from now, the same patterns that you need to do over and over and over again to make sure you're staying at the top of your game, to make sure that your metabolism is continually working hard for you. That's the biggest difference of going through this 12-week program. So I'm going to put a link below this video. If you have any questions about your metabolism, intermittent fasting, anything you've been struggling with your hormones and getting the right results, I would love to chat with you, help you out, answer any questions you have so I can help you step in the right direction and finally start seeing and feeling the results that I know that you can get. All right, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please give me a like if you found some good information in this video. Share it with somebody if you know that they could use this information as well. Again, my mission is just to educate women and give them the tools that they need to be successful. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.